The time I caught my husband cheating on me with his sister. I'm 28, and my ex-husband is 28 as well. We dated for 4 years, and were married for another 4. On the surface, everything seemed fine. We were even talking about adopting, since we couldn't have children. I loved my job at the hospital, and he worked there too, so long hours were normal. A few months ago, my mother-in-law invited us over for dinner. Every first Saturday of the month, she goes all out. Starters, mains, desserts, the whole thing. She's a saint. My father-in-law? Not so much. He barely speaks to me, and honestly that's fine. But his sister, she's a nightmare. She's had 4 jobs in the last 6 months, quitting all of them claiming toxic environments. She lives off her parents' money and spends it on designer clothes and luxury items without a care. Here's the thing. My husband and his sister have always been close. I get that. They're siblings, but every time my husband kissed me on the forehead or cheek, she glared at me like I was an intruder. Whenever I tried to speak to him, she literally stepped in front of me. I told him how uncomfortable it made me feel. He said I was overthinking it, being insecure. Fast forward a few months, I was at work. My husband had the day off and said he was meeting college friends he hadn't seen in a while. I told him to enjoy himself, assuming he'd be gone all evening. By mid-morning, I started feeling dizzy and exhausted. Next thing I know, I'm collapsing on the floor. My coworkers rushed me water and advised me to go home. One coworker, Selena, offered to drive me since I'd taken the bus that day. I got home, showered, took some medicine, and tried to relax. Then, I decided to do some gardening in the backyard. Time flew by, and I checked the clock, 4 p.m. I went back inside, washing the dirt off my hands in the kitchen, and froze. My husband's shoes were by the door. His sister's designer jacket hung on the coat rack. I didn't see them in the living room, but I heard noise coming from upstairs. Carefully, I crept up and peeked through the crack in our bedroom door. And there they were, my husband, sprawled out on our bed with his sister, his hands on her face as she grasped the back of his neck. I stood there for what felt like 3 minutes, processing. Then I took out my phone. A video, a picture, proof. Finally, I walked in and announced myself. My husband looked pale and remorseful. His sister, she smirked at me like she was proud of it. I screamed at them both to get out, and they did. Later, I got angry messages from his family, his mother, his father, calling me horrible and jealous over a normal sibling relationship. I didn't respond, except to his father, asking what exactly had been said. He told me his daughter had told them I screamed at her while she was dropping something off. I said nothing. I only sent the video and photo. Now, a year later, I'm living happily on my own. Peaceful life, no drama. Then one day, a year later, I get an Instagram DM from my ex-husband's dad, like for part 2.